what's happening. It is, what day it is today?
Today is Wednesday, Winter Wednesday.
Winning
For real.
Wednesday.
How's it going, guys? We're gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to go ahead and hop in there in the live, and
Yes. Happy Winning Wednesday. Happy Wonders Wednesday. Happy Wonder Woman Wednesday.
I
Why
like
Wonder
that.
Woman? Yeah, I'll be back, you guys.
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with it.
Like that.
Looks good to me. Yeah, man. Happy Winter Wednesday. Happy Winning Wednesday. Happy. What else is a W? What else on a Wednesday? Wonder Wednesday. Uh, Wonderful Wednesday. That's all I got for now. Yeah, man. Yesterday was the first day of snow for us in Austin, Texas, guys. So it was quite interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I had to make some arrangements real quick because I was not about to play around in that snow without no salt being on those grounds out there. But you seen people out there driving, you know what I'm saying? Seen them out there doing donuts and stuff. I was like, okay, yeah, you guys got that. You got all of that. But other than that, man, we in the building today. I am editing a piece of our work right now. To basically upload to the ethers for you guys, and I don't know if y'all know, but we got our cups out now. You know what I'm saying? The merch is gonna be available soon. We'll have the one with the logo where you have us on there, and then we'll have the one
Another
where it
option.
says another option for those who are interested. You may have some people who want both or want the one with the logo on it. So we're just gonna put those two options out there for you guys.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We hope that things are going fantastic for you. We hope that your day is gonna go abundantly, beyond, plus ultra.
Right.
And strive for everything that you want to do.
Right.
These gonna be the test of times, guys, because it's winter time. And when I say the test of times, I mean it's gonna be a lot of things that you don't want to do.
That's true.
It's gonna be a lot of, reflecting. It's gonna be a lot of reflecting. I say, for myself, I had to plan ahead. It's like really planning ahead before the day of, so my mind is already pre-prepped, because I've realized most recently that if I have my mindset that I don't want to do something, I'm not gonna do it, right? And I have to.
It's just a matter of discipline. If you're disciplined more than anything, then you are definitely going to do whatever it takes to do whatever it is that you don't want to do. Right. And the word for today is stay disciplined.
Go ahead, you got the floor.
No. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say, like, staying disciplined and doing it even if you don't feel like you want to do it, and just setting clear goals for yourself and knowing that if I want to succeed in this, because one thing that pulls us back in not succeeding in anything is because we give up too easily, we give up too early, and we're always scared of like what's gonna happen from now, like you lose people that came from, people that comes in your, slow down, you lose people that comes into viewing your videos. Let me say you're a content creator, joining your live, and you're gonna give up because you see that it's slow. There's a slow season for everything because you do have to work on yourself and you do have to work on your mind. Do you have anything to say regarding that, like setting your goals, setting your clear goals?
Yeah, it's like it's the quote that I normally say most, which is be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah.
And that involves with you building the mindset that you want to as well.
Yeah.
If you're not active on building the mindset that you want, it's going to be difficult when the times that you need that mindset and the times when you need to make the actions.
Right.
So, really understanding that time is of essence, and that execution at a time where you have the most grand idea is usually where you want to act on. Usually where you want to, um, put the stake the chance.
Yeah.
The concept that Donald Trump was just talking about recently about going to Mars and them staking the American flag on Mars and being the first to touch the Mars soil. It's that concept, just staking where you've I don't want to say travel to, but where you've gone great heights, basically. And so, moral of the story is prepping and priming yourself, getting in the mindset, setting your environment up is really where it's at.
Yeah. I know that if you clean your house most of the time, if you are like have a clean space, it helps you to have a clear mindset. If the space is clean and if the place is not cluttered, it helps you with being able to work on yourself, work on your mind, because your mind is clear and you're ready to tackle your goals all the time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. This conversation too is for those who want to make change as well. Yeah. And it may be hard for a lot of people. I know it's hard for me sometimes, especially when I'm not in the mindset. And what I realize is that there's other people who be struggling too as well. And then you have that class of people who don't have struggles, right? Yeah. Who see the tunnel and then they just go,
Right.
And you have to understand that you are that person too, because you do it for other aspects in your life.
True.
You just have to fine tune to what's more greater, what's more valuable, what's more purposeful in your life, right? Because there could be a way down of a lot of things. All right, for instance, like today, I was struggling getting up, and I didn't really want to. I wanted to stay asleep, and the thought that kept racing my mind was, per se, you're scheduled later today, and you're gonna be out there all day, and when you get off, it's gonna be super cold, right? And you're gonna have to be out there until whenever time the bus gets you whatever you need to go to, right? Per se, that was my excuse. That was the message that kept popping up to where it was like, yeah, you're right, let me get some more Z's, man, because it's more comfortable right now, whatever the case may be. If I get up now, then I lose out on sleep, and I'm going to be driving, and it's just started rolling of excuses. And till some point where I had to make a statement to myself where it was like, well, what is your bigger goals, though? Like, what do you really want to do? You already set something up already ahead of yourself. So, like, don't forget what you already planned. And I was like, you're right. So I had to start off with baby steps. Well, waking up, I had to start off with baby steps, put my mat down, start off with just working on core exercise today, and It's not what I truly wanted to do, but it was where I was at. And understanding meeting yourself where you're at sometimes, instead of trying to force all the time, is another aspect. Meeting yourself where you at.
Yeah.
You know, because you'll gather momentum. But I knew the time that I was working with, after I finished my core workout, I was like, dang, I want to do the other thing now.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, meet yourself where you at. Today is one day, and then you wake up tomorrow, you just get another chance to get better and do better.
Right.
Right? But don't take it for granted.
That's good. And then another way of helping yourself into staying disciplined is to having a routine. If you have a routine and set it up on your phone, it's like you're gonna wake up at 6, right? You're gonna wake up at 6 a.m. Write it on a little, what is that thing?
Dry erase board.
No, on your clock, on your alarm when you set your alarm.
Oh, on
I
your
think
phone
it's like
alarm. Notes.
I think it's like kind of like a note. It's not a note. I think it's like
Memo.
Naming your clock. Like
No, it
name
says
your
note.
clock.
It says note when you go in there.
Really?
Yeah, it says set alarm, and then it has note at the bottom.
I'm gonna say naming your clock. Name it like workout, like wake up, workout, or wake up, and start your routine, your morning routine, or something that motivates you when you read it in the morning
label.
before you. Label, yes. When you read it, when you trying to snooze or anything, you're gonna definitely open your eyes to read, right? And you'll see it, and it will, stimulate your mind into like, okay, no, we gotta go, right? Do you want this? Do you want this or you don't want this? Then take it from there. I feel like it's more. It makes it more easier. And start your routine. Start your routine by brushing your teeth, washing your face, straight from bed to doing that. That's gonna wake you up. Drinking water if that's something that wakes you up. Take a shower if that's something that wakes you up. And then after that, you can start like by maybe slowing down, doing concentration stuff, which is like meditation, journaling, or go straight to workout if you feel like I need workout and I need to be more active and I need to be more awake and aware of what I'm doing before I get into anything that I'm gonna have to concentrate on. Yeah.
Interesting. You want to run over those?
Okay, so you mean read it?
Yeah.
Okay. So for number 1, it was set clear goals. So for that, define what you want to achieve and break it down into actionable steps. And number 2 that we just did was to stick to a daily schedule, prioritize your important tasks. So if you stick to a daily schedule and prioritizing your daily tasks, which is like maybe working on yourself, I think that's another way of looking at it, like working on your mindset, pouring into your cup before pouring into someone else's cup, like reading, journaling, meditating, doing yoga, or working out, whatever it is that you feel good when you do it in the morning, and you take it as self-development. And then number 3, eliminate distractions. Identify what pulls your focus. I think I just mentioned some of these. Identify what pulls your focus away, what pulls your focus away, and create an environment that minimizes those distractions. Kind of like if you want to work out, you make sure that you prep. You have your mat out. Oh my God. Like you have your mat out. You have your workout clothes if you go to gym. You have your shoes. You put everything out and you set it up. Put the water bottle, getting it ready for you to grab your water bottle and go. Put your keys on the table and maybe put your coffee, your cup underneath the coffee maker. Whatever it is that you do at every time you wake up in the morning, or whatever it is that makes it feel hard for you to wake up.
Yeah.
I think you should try to put great things before bad things, like great habits before bad habits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, setting your environment up is super, super important.
That's right.
I can't maybe say for everybody else, but I know like for me, it's been a test of times of setting my area up the way that I feel like that will lead me to no excuses,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, just something that I noticed that I'm different in, you know, and I also realized that when I listen to mentors, they've spoken about it. Not every single one of them have, but per se, I've heard them speak
Some.
on setting up the environment, setting up
Yeah.
your space,
Yeah.
because the way you currently probably have it is not as and I'm not gonna say motivational wise, but per se it doesn't set the tone of the environment, set the tone of the mindset of a person who lives in an environment where they accomplish their goals, or where they are always on it,
Yeah.
to accomplish the next thing, or per se,
Right.
next.
Next is stay accountable. Share your goals with someone you trust or track your progress to stay motivated. Either you can use like dry erase board, calendars, social media to stay accountable. Some of the people, it's easy. I know for me, if I'm gonna set up like a workout um, schedule, I normally make the calendars and I post them on Instagram every morning that I have done my workout, and that keeps me accountable because I know like if I don't post, it's gonna like if you don't post, that means you didn't work out, and that means that you didn't do what you said you were going to do. You started by working out 1 week and then you fall another week, so you're not doing it right. It's not right. And then when it reads, it says share your goals. Oh, I already read it already. So yeah, that's it. Stay accountable. Find your accountable partner, somebody you can share with, somebody you can work with, or somebody you can tell that this is what I'm doing. If I do something like this, make sure that you pull me into this direction.
I like that. Yeah. Accountability.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't ask you. Yeah, accountability for myself when I look back and reflect back in the past. I had accountability. My brother was accountability. To a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like a 5. It was mostly willpower, mostly already knowing like I want to show up this way. I don't want to go to a dance battle and not be prepared, not have worked in the time that I could have worked, and get there, and when I'm on display and I need to defend myself in a battle, like, what do you have?
Yeah.
And it was a feeling for me. It was a feeling that was like, man, I'm not going to show up and not kill it. I'm just not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to be okay with myself getting there, and after I'm done, it's like, that's all you had. Like,
Yeah.
I felt some type of way where it was like, I'm just not going to show up like that. So therefore, this time right now is me being prepared. Getting prepared now. Me getting prepared. And, yeah, that was my drive. That was the reason why I wanted to show up and show out. I wanted to have an abundance of expression without any limitations for my body.
Yeah.
If I can't bust a flip right now, then that's okay. But per se, like all the other areas of movement, I need to be able to at least do a makaku, how to, handspring or something close to it, to where I'm getting closer and closer to the full expression that I want to be. And that involves with stay ready and so I don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
And that was my accountability.
Okay, number 5, reward yourself. Celebrate small wins to keep your momentum and motivation alive. So if you are going to celebrate the small wins, if you are going to buy yourself a little gift, if you're going to take yourself out once you reach a month workout, like I worked out for 31 days straight, 21 days, 28 days straight.
Yeah.
You have to celebrate yourself. You have to do that little thing that, that says, I did this. That was me. By myself. Okay? So do you have anything to say in regards?
Small wins. Yeah, that's something I'm still like, even now today. Like I feel probably this will be a great conversation for people who do celebrate their wins as often, and I know that is something that I have been adopting. And when the chance gets, we have expressed what a celebrating is, but there's levels to it, and there's heights to go when you even celebrate, or when you accomplish something even small. There's heights to appreciate yourself on a level that is stupendous, and I think that we're getting closer and closer to what that is like, as we keep bringing acknowledgement and awareness to this area of there's a height of celebration, there's a height of appreciation yourself, there's a height of how do I celebrate this win that I'm like, oh, it's all right, I did that. No, oh, now it's on to the next. Like, and so what? What about everybody else's accomplishments? I'm this is just this is fuel on the journey right now.
Right.
And getting rid of that mindset is, I heard David Goggins just realized just a couple minutes ago, well, not a couple minutes ago, but maybe like 30 minutes ago, and I was listening to a motivational speech of him, and he was talking about when he got like sick, basically. When David Goggins got sick, God set his ass down, basically, in so many words. And what he was trying to say was, I had got set down, and what I realized is that I was moving so fast that I hadn't had time to actually look back and see all the things that I've accomplished and really recognize that I've done a lot.
Right.
And I hadn't really just gave myself appreciation of doing all these things. Like, I'm just on to the next, and not really even taking it in, a breath of fresh air, like, wow, you've really did a lot. You've really done a lot.
Yeah.
Right? And it was only until then where he had to stop the momentum of doing so much to where he had to reflect that he had done a lot. So even if David Goggins, if you know who David Goggins is, it's like, man, this is a beast. He's a monster. Right? And if he understands the value in self-appreciation, self-celebrating, and being present in a moment of all the accomplishments that one has achieved, then that's got to mean something. That's got to mean something beyond measure.
Yeah.
I just thought about it just now. I'm going to look for a scripture that has something to do with that. I wonder if there is a scripture that highlights celebrating yourself.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to look for that, and that's what I have to say about rewarding yourself.
Okay. Number 6, visualize your success. With visualizing your success, I would say that the most amazing way into doing that is to close your eyes. Okay, plan everything, right? Have a routine, write it down, plan it, and then you close your eyes and you visualize how is it going to happen and how is it going to look like and feel like to you. I feel like that makes it easy, and it makes it fun, and it makes it possible for you to achieve it because you already visualize it. So you already have it in your vision that this is what I'm going to do. When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to do my morning routine, and then I'm going to create my to-do list, and I'm going to go on and on. This is the type of journal I want to use for my to-do list, and so on and so forth.
Right.
However, that's the way that will help you stay disciplined, and also knowing why is it worth it? Why is it worth your time? Why do you want to do it? Those are the things that we miss a lot of the times. Why am I doing this? Like, do I want to do this? Am I going to continue doing this? If it's something that you already do every day, why not do it? You know, why not continue doing it?
Right.
If it's something that's aligns with your journey of like I wake up early, you know, so why am I staying in bed and on my phone? Because I wake up early so I can hit all these things. I can do my morning routine on time. I can be able to not rush when I'm doing stuff, because when you rush doing stuff, you you can really hear yourself. You can really hear God telling you, giving you the distractions. No, not the distraction. The instructions of like how to do this and move this way, not that way. Go do this first, not that. Because we forget that most of the time God signals and tells us that this is what you should do right now, not this. Instead of you focusing on this, let's focus on this. I think that's a doing everything when you know you have plenty of time is the most amazing way to structure your day and take care of yourself and pour in your cup, and then go pour in other people's cup, and then get to work, and that's it, and do what you want to do, but stay disciplined and know why you want to do it, you know, so that you can continue doing it.
Yeah.
What do you think about visualizing your success?
I think it's very an important essential to success. Before I dive into it, this is saved already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want
Wait a
to
minute.
close it.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Close it for you. I don't know why it's not on.
it's saved.
But do you have anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, visualizing your success, I believe, is a very difficult task for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it can be difficult if you allow it to be difficult, but I feel like for me, visualizing my success is stimulating, right?
Keeping your end goal in mind.
Yeah.
Like something like that. Something like, if I'm doing this and this is the end result, like knowing where is it going, or
Per se, not knowing where it's going, just kind of like how it unravels, or per se the going to.
like let me say
You know the end result already, so obviously that's something not. But when you visualize and you're trying to create a simulation of the journey towards it.
journey to how is it gonna feel like? How's it gonna look like?
As much as you can pack in, not how is it going to look like, how you want it to look like, or per se like, what's a good example? Say for instance, one of my goals was to travel around the world,
Yeah.
right? And the visualization would be like, you know, it'll probably start off passport in hand. I know what the airport looks like,
Yeah.
right? And so I have a map. The map is giving me this location, this location, this location. I'm sitting, I'm indulging in all the amenities within the airport and things like that. Checking my watch, you know, and then boarding the plane,
Yeah.
headed off to the next destination. I know what the sky looks like through the window of the plane.
Yeah.
And so, per se, just bits and pieces, small aspects, not grand, like, oh, I'm in Thailand or I'm in Bali now. I don't really know what Bali looks like, but I know that I'm on the mission to go there, per se, you know.
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna go that far with it. I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm in the
This is what I'm
anticipating
doing.
stage.
Okay.
I'm in the feeling like, oh, when you're, like I was using that analogy a while back, when you're about to go to Disney World. You know you're about to go to Disney World, but you've never been to Disney World. So everybody's packing and things like that. And so it's the excitement, like, oh man, we're really about to go to Disney World. You know? And now you just have to get ready until you get to Disney World. You got to get on the plane, and when you're on the plane, you got to wait until you get to Florida. And when you get to Florida, you know, on and on and on, and that part. all the way until you land in the
Yeah.
city. When you land in the region, that's where it stops,
Okay.
right? For me, per se, right? Until you can fill in the blanks, because everything else is familiarity. You want to just kind of dibble and dabble in the visualization of as close as possible.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes sense.
I've never been to Italy, but I've seen glimpses of Italy. Now, would I just be like, oh, what would it be like to be on that boat and kind of just trickling my hand across that water while that guy is with the long stick, you know, and just he's
Yeah.
and there's music playing and I'm feeding my wife or pouring a glass of wine for my wife, you know,
Your
like
wife don't
wow,
drink anymore.
you will be when we go to Italy.
I'm not.
Yes, you will. And then too,
Maybe like a non-alcoholic.
you know, alcohol. If you ferment wine, it's at its purity, so it's still natural.
I know. I think like young wine or something. Or
Fermented.
old wine.
Fermented wine.
I mean, I don't know.
And Italy is not like America.
I know,
Everything
but I
is-
mean, you get what I'm saying. I'll see when that time comes. I'll take it from there. But for now, I'll just say non-alcoholic.
Whatever.
Okay?
Anyway,
Fermented, non-alcoholic.
Whatever.
Anyway,
Anyways,
let's go ahead.
Yeah. With that being said, that's what I wanted to shine light on. Can you have me some of that?
So number 7, which is the last one, it's take breaks. Damn, that's one thing that I don't do. Something that we don't do. We don't take breaks, and a part of me wants to say that we're gonna take breaks from these lives for. Let me see the thing. For about a week, and then come back, or maybe more than that. I don't know, but we are gonna take a break from it, and I'm saying this is not planned, okay? So don't take my word right now until it's finally spoken about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's finalized. So take breaks. Rest is crucial for sustained focus and productivity. Balance is key. So I feel like if you don't rest, man, it's hard. Like it's hard to be productive. It's hard to be innovative because you're tired and you keep drinking what is this? You keep drinking coffee, you keep drinking like energy drinks and stuff like that. You keep like caffeinating yourself to death and not thinking about rest, because you gotta get this done, you gotta get this done, you gotta get this done. When I'm saying that we're gonna take breaks on these lives, I mean that we're gonna take break on, having to come in the lives every morning. We might go live during a day, or maybe once a week, twice a week, but we're gonna like kind of break for morning lives a little bit, and we're gonna focus we're going to focus on something else, okay? We're going to focus on resting, taking this time to, get some rest. Not that we don't love you guys. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys for being here. We appreciate you guys for your support and everything. However, in order for us to improve our productivity, we got to let some stuff go. So taking break is very important. Having to rest and having to, bring everything, breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe and get more ideas.
And also too, I think there's been a different movement happening right now. Let's say per se, our lives were at a certain level of viewers, and it has dropped since we've done the horizontal and since the TikTok ban thing, or since the new year. But I also want to say, wait. I also want to say this. It's not really about that. It's per se that we want to be in alignment with God, right? And so in doing that, this might be a message right now. And when we go on lives, we pray before we go on the lives. But per se, we have not been feeling the calling as we were in the beginning
Right.
to be here.
Right.
And maybe we're not listening right now.
And we need to take the time.
And we need to
listen.
take the time to pull back so we can come back with more value.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. This is just something that I'm sharing because we don't mind starting from the bottom, and we don't mind because we came from there.
We came from the bottom, yeah.
Right. It'd be different if we started at the top and then per se like, oh, and we have no familiarity with what the bottom looks like. I don't
Yeah.
mind talking and having a conversation with myself because I know myself and my wife. We're moving the needle. We're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? We're mulling over the conversation. We're talking about it. We're bringing it to light. And that's more than a lot of people in society are doing, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not about comparisons, but it is awareness.
Right.
And so in saying so, that's what we've been thinking about. And per se, like everything good lasts forever to a certain extent. Everything good don't always last forever.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like also too, saying what you just said, I feel like that's true. That's super true. And I think that it's important for us to take a break and then come back to it once we gather the momentum and align with ourselves, because we've been pouring a lot for how many months now?
The world may never know.
I don't know how many months, but it might be like 4 or 5 months. We've been pouring to y'all's guys' cup, which is not a bad thing at all. But I feel like taking breaks on some things doesn't hurt. Just stay in alignment and continue doing what you said you were going to do or what you want to do, and just keep pushing. So there's nothing wrong. Like this, us taking a break, it's not because of you guys, it's because of we need to kind of, pull back and look at, take a look at what we're doing and maybe have a different strategy, maybe fill in our cups more, maybe rest. Maybe we need some rest, which is why we can innovate that much right now. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna stay balanced, and we're gonna keep giving you guys our shorts, keep giving you guys our long forms, and that's it. Right?
My wife is like, right.
We're gonna keep giving you guys shorts, like a plethora of shorts, and we're gonna keep giving you guys videos.
The lives will happen.
Will happen, yeah.
But
it will happen. It's just like not.
When we started doing lives, we felt more of the calling.
Yes.
And it was tremendous, and it was a wave. And right now, maybe the seas are calm right now.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Which means that we just need to coast.
Right.
We need to actually enjoy the yacht.
Right.
Right? My wife said push, and I wanted to say change the push into flow.
Flow.
Right?
Okay.
Right now, the flow state is not directed on lives right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's right.
It's a season. It's a season right now. And that's per se, I might be wrong. But that's why it's very important to lean towards God. So you have God as the beacon, and you are just the compass that holds the direction.
Yeah, it is a season. That's why I was saying, like, everything has its own season. Like, it's seasonal. Sometimes you might not want to take a break because you know what you're doing and you are in alignment. However, if God says, hey, it's time for you to take a break, take a break. If God says stay balanced and stay focused, do other things, put this on the side and, enjoy this time right now. Have a vacation, make a vacation. Or
Fly a vacation, make a vacation. If you want name, and I have a name,
go on a vacation, things like that. But we are going to be popping in
airplane
and popping
mode.
out. Yes, on live, popping in and popping out, and we're gonna be sharing probably our live. When we do lives, we're gonna be probably, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be something. Okay, we're gonna come check on you guys, and we appreciate your love. We appreciate your likes on our funny shorts. We appreciate your, I'm just going to say your support. I didn't want to say support.
We appreciate your energy.
We appreciate your energy, yeah. Maybe
Yes.
not support, maybe energy.
Energy.
Okay. You guys, we love y'all. Peace and love.
Catch you
It's
on
that
the
time.
flip side.
Later. Oh my God, where's the...